Good morning, JRC. I have recorded and re-recorded and thought over and over again about what to say and how to say it. In this moment, it feels really hard to know what to say. It feels really hard to know what is right. It feels really hard and painful to speak up. And we have to. So here goes. Leviticus 19:17 reads, Lo tisna et achicha bilvavecha, which means you are not to hate your fellow in your heart. And then it continues, Hocheach tochiach et amitecha. You should absolutely rebuke your friend. And it continues, Velo tisa alav chet, which means that you should not miss the mark because of him. What does this mean? The Jewish value of tochecha, rebuke, is about giving criticism. It's about giving feedback. It is about speaking up and speaking out when we hear something that isn't right. And we are supposed to do it in the context of loving community that is full of relationships. JRC, we are a loving community that is full of deep relationships and much nuance. And we have been through a lot together, and you have been through many, many years of a lot before I joined the we of JRC. We have had a lot of painful language around racism. People who have reached out to speak up, and people who have reached out to offer tochecha. We often say that replying in a tone that is civil, in a way in which the person can receive the feedback, is best. And absolutely, in all ideal circumstances, replying to a comment that is racist or to discrimination or to something that is wrong and hateful, even if the person who is saying doesn't realize it, should be done in a way that is civil and kind and with respect. And we are in a moment right now in which many people feel that they can no longer be civil, in which the social contract that many of us live our lives by, because we are white, has benefited us, that says that civility is best and that anyone not speaking in a civil way can't be heard. One of the things that has changed and evolved is the fact that voices of unrest are not civil. They're not nice. They hurt. That's been the case all along, and right now many of us are starting to hear that. Ella's song says, we who believe in freedom cannot rest until it comes. We can't rest, and it's exhausting, and we understand that. But the element of tochecha, of giving loving feedback, implies a couple of things. The first is that all of us in this moment, in this country right now, are racist. Not because we intend to be, and not because we haven't done some work in the past, and many of us have. But the fact is, if our country were the ocean, racism would be the water. It benefits those who can survive in it and swim with it, and it chokes those and suffocates those who cannot. And so we have to be part of an anti-racist movement to change the water so that everybody can breathe. Right now, it's really hard for many of us who are sharing ways in which we have felt solidarity or kinship or learning around racism to admit that we're still racist. And that's called white fragility. I am committed to figuring out how to say things the right way, to receiving tochecha, to receiving honest, loving criticism, rebuke when I misstep, because I will. But we have to do this. We have to engage in tochecha, in being open to receiving feedback, because our lives depend on it, and so do yours. So does the world's lives depend on the fact that we have to be able to speak up and speak out. This may not feel like conversations we've had before, because we haven't had them yet. So I invite you to walk bravely with me. I invite you to keep asking hard questions, and I invite you, when someone offers you tochecha, offers you feedback or rebuke, and says the thing that you just shared is painful to me, to see past the tone in which it's delivered and recognize the hurt and say, I don't know everything, My experiences up until this moment have not taught me what I need to learn. And I'm here now. I'm here now with my heart. I'm here with my head. I am here with my feet. I'm here with my body. And most importantly, I'm here with my neshama. I am here with the part that makes me human, seeing the humanity in you, and recognizing if there is a big emotional response, that's because there's a lot of pain and a lot of anger. It's not our job to make it go away. It's our job when we don't know what to say, I don't know what to say, and then to listen. I'm here listening. I'm trying to speak where I can, and I'm trying to be silent when it makes sense to do that. And I am here for Tochecha, giving and receiving.